on the Wagner defense. And we are underway from Lawrence. That's headed into the end zone for a touchback. That's going to bring out the sophomore quarterback from San Diego. Number 7, Jack Stevens out of Cathedral Catholic High School on the north side of San Diego.
Jack Stevens, I got to watch him as well during the walkthrough yesterday. And talk about swag, wearing number 7 from Southern Cali. A lot of confidence and athletic fella. You're going to be able to see him break the pocket a little bit, extend some plays here this evening.
See number 5 in the backfield with him. That's Andre Hines. He's 6'2", 235. Big back for Wagner, who returns. He was their second leading rusher a year ago. As Sekou Kamau goes in motion. And not much on the first play as John Kamara, number 8, is the first tackle tonight for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what KU needs right there. Kamara coming up with a pop early on.
One tackle for John last week against Fresno State, so he's already matched that. 3 receivers moved to the left side, including Jeremy Coleclaw. Quick pass goes out, and the strike is caught there by Burrell. And we'll make it up towards the 29 and pick up about 4. We're Taylor Davis, 27 for Kansas on the stop.
Taylor Davis's height, and that's exactly what DK McDonald is looking for in his defense. Playing fast, free for each other, and that had all 3 qualities right there, Mark.
And a quick third down for the Seahawks. A 3rd and 6, not even a minute into the game, as Coleclaw goes in motion. Stevens looking to throw. He's being pressured. He's going to run with it. Slides down just across the 30-yard line. So picks up about a yard, but it's going to be 4th and 5. Trey Lathan and Justice Finkley combined on the tackle, and it's a 3-and-out for Wagner on their first possession.
I see Finkley, the transfer, and you know, it's interesting. I thought he had something cooking right there. that closed up super quick. Forcing the punt here.
Joshua Brown on to punt. Primary punter last year for Wagner was Bailey Marzola, an Australian. He's been the main punter the last 2 seasons. For Joshua Brown, has that job to start this year. With Tate Nagy back deep. Kansas at his own 30. There's a flag. The spiraling kick's going to take Nagy all the way back near the 25, coming near the near side. Looking to turn the corner. He's going to get a little bit of a block, enough of a block to cross the 40, and is down up near the 45-yard line. He had to run a long way from one side of the field to the other before he could turn it upfield. And Colton Guerrero making the tackle for Wagner.
That's going to be interesting with the flag here, but Tate Nagy went east and west for a while. That's just flat speed right there, setting up that wall to the left side.
Yeah, a lot of east-west before the north-south came on that punt return, but see the call here. That's going to move the ball up right to midfield. Luke Richmond, our white hat tonight. Got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage. They did not. So Jalen Daniels and the Jayhawk offense, their first possession begins with the nose of the football right at midfield after a 45-yard punt, 20-yard return, and the penalty.
Yeah, sniffing 7,000 passing yards in his career here in his 6th-year senior.
Quick strike. Emmanuel Henderson, their first play of the game against Fresno State, was also a pass play to Henderson, but to the right side, that one to the left, and he's up to the 44-yard line of Wagner.
Yeah, they go tempo here right from the jump.
And off, Highshaw getting the carry straight ahead, and he's going to get across the 40, and enough for the first down. Kansas will have a first down at the Wagner 39-yard line here on their first possession.
You got a healthy Highshaw here early on in the season. It's going to be fun watching him operate.
Swing pass. This is Levi Wentz. He's getting a block there on the edge. Deshaun Hanukkah. He's dropped at the 31-yard line.
Good block by Deshaun, the Iowa State transfer. Good to see him healthy this year. Just a little block. Look at that. It's a dominating block right there.
Levi Wentz, who's a transfer for the University of Albany. Quick strike caught. Henderson immediately tackled by Akil Lampley, but And a first down just outside the 10-yard line.
And that's why they brought him in from Alabama right there. It's exactly what you need. One-on-one, he's hard to cover.
21-yard pass play. Not quite first and goal, but there's a run by Highshaw. He's inside the 5. Juvenson Romulus, defensive back, up to make the hit for the Seahawks. And Jayhawks right quickly back up to the line at the 4-yard line.
Jim Zabrowski, I love the tempo early, man. Put the foot on the gas.
Quick throw, touchdown. That's Hanukkah. Deshaun Hanukkah, who, as you just alluded to, Todd, he missed all of last season after an Achilles injury in the spring. And it's good to see him get his first touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's easy as taking candy from a baby right here. Just miss a line. Deshaun, no one's on him. Great job by Jalen recognizing it. He's getting it to his senior tight end, Sean Hanukkah.
So his first touchdown as a Jayhawk, second season, first year playing, as we mentioned, missed all of last year. Rajan on for the point after.
It's just great to see Deshaun get in the end zone here early.
An extra point up and good. And the Jayhawks 6 plays, 50 yards, doing a minute 45 with his touchdown.
Yeah, it's just great recognition right there. And boy, I tell you what, this is the way to. That's why he's still in the game after this many years. Just love seeing these guys grow. That's exactly what he's doing.
That's going to be over the head of Cooper and into the end zone, and again a touchback. Let's see what Wagner can do on drive number 2 after a 3-and-out. Possession that gained a total of 6 yards. And no question, this is a tall mountain for an FCS team like Wagner to come in. They have made a history of playing a couple of FBS teams every year. As you look at their head coach, Tom Masello, who's in his 6th season, Staten Island native for the school there on Staten Island. It's
fun visiting with him as well, wasn't it?
Great,
oh, man. Great guy.
Character. Loved talking with him yesterday at their walkthrough. Here's Stevens going to hand off the big body of Andre Hines Jr. A flag like it came flying in late, perhaps. No. All right.
It's not actually not a bad pickup for Wagner here on first down. And we were talking to Coach. He wanted to run the rock as much as he could, keep it out of KU's hands, stay out of 3rd and long.
Ooh, right back to Hines. And he lowered his shoulder, and so did the defender, Taylor Davis.
Taylor Davis he's hype, man. He's ready to go. You see this? That's a big fella too, just to drop like that.
Yeah, I mentioned Hines is 6'2", 235. He's a guy who played a little bit at Boston College. Another 3rd down here for Wagner. A 3rd down and 5 from their 30. Good look at Hines there. Comes out in the pistol.
Yeah, I like it. I like the quick screen out here. Something where at least you have numbers. You know, you got 3-on-3. Get it out to someone right away.
And they're running out of time, and they run out of time, and that flag's going to push him back for a delay of game. You saw Stevens looking out to his receivers. He had Maisel, Damian Maisel, Jeremy Coleclaw.
Well, I think that's what he was trying to do, is trying to look like he had numbers, so he might have had something cooking. Just break down a communication, which is so crucial, and easier said than done, right? You're in a hostile crowd, be able to communicate like that.
So it cost him 5 yards, so now the 3rd and 5 turns into a 3rd and 10. Now they bunch those 3 receivers. Maisel, Coleclaw, and Davis here on the near side.
Got Dean Miller with his ears peeled back right there.
Yeah. Another delay of game, it looks like, perhaps. Yes. It'll cost him another 5.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And see Coach Masello like, man, we gotta at least get the playoff. That's 2 back-to-back delay of game.
I think he was literally pointing to the play clock. He's like, bro, we got 25 seconds. This is where the clock is at right here.
From 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 15 after the back-to-back 5-yard penalties. Handoff. Hines breaks 1 tackle. He's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage when the drive started, up near the 25, stopped at the 24, and it's 4th down. Dean Miller, number 5. making a hit, and Keenan Caldwell also out there.
Yeah, good to see Dean back out there. Missed week 1. He's an absolute game wrecker. It's good to see him healthy. Austin Alexander, I think, got a little action in there too.
Second punt for Joshua Brown. Tate Nagy wants to get back at his own 35. Punt spiraling. Nagy takes it at his own 31. Coming here to the near side. We got a flag down. There's a black behind the play. Play still going on, and Nagy, I think, stepped out of bounds. And eventually they do blow the whistle. That play seemed like it was never going to end.
It's interesting on these punt returns. A lot of times you'll have these, blindside blocks that they call, which, man, in the punt return game, I don't
During
know.
the kick,
there's
holding.
no punt return. You don't have
team.
one.
Number 96.
You got a little holding.
10-yard
Okay.
penalty. First down, Kansas.
Well, second drive for Jalen Daniels in Kansas. He was 4 for 4 on the first one.
Yeah, again, that's exactly what you need to do. Get started early. Nice little post to Emmanuel Henderson there. He's a tough matchup. And then you see this great recognition, veteran quarterback, seeing Deshaun Hanukkah dropping it down. Deshaun just working through all kinds of adversity, injuries, different things going on. And Coach Leipold was so stoked for Deshaun and getting married, having a child. It's just so cool to see these guys, again, come in as 17, 18-year-old young dudes. Now they're grown men at the end of their career.
After the penalty was marked off, Jayhawks start at their own 22 after starting their first drive at midfield. Daniels spins, throws off his back foot, and overthrows the intended receiver, Doug Emilian. So his first incompletion of this game and just his third incompletion of the season.
I like the play design too. Just a little misdirect. Get Jalen rolling to his left. That's a tough pass too. He had Emilian on the little corner route. But easier said than done. I'm up in the booth here, Mark. And a little bit different when you're rolling to the left as a right-handed quarterback.
Something he does do very well is
absolutely
a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left. Here's the carry. Highshaw spins around after he hit the pile. He's going to scoot up across the 27-yard line. And the Jayhawks about 5 yards shy of the first down on a third down coming up. That touchdown pass, by the way, for Daniels on the first drive is 49th career. So he's knocking on the door of 50 career TD passes, and he's also close to 7,000 career passing yards, which he very well could break tonight.
Just, I mean, again, it's a testament to that consistency. Probably could have taken off throughout his career, decided to stay.
Pass behind Keaton Quebeca. And to make a sliding grab. So second incompletion thrown by Daniels, and the Jayhawks are going to punt for the first time here about midway through this first quarter.
It's a really good stop by Wagner right there, and for them, it's exactly what they needed, right? I mean, Jayhawks come out so quick offensively. They would have had 2 drives like that. That's kills that confidence early on.
Eric Burrell back to receive the punt. Braden Addison winning this one here. Gets it away high, end over end. The fair catch taken at the 24-yard line by Burrell. So right about the same starting field position Wagner will have now for their third drive when we come back from this timeout.
Saturday, September 6th. Kickoff against Missouri is at 2:30. 7:30
at their own 24-yard line for sophomore quarterback Jack Stevens.
Doing a beautiful job on this stadium, Mark, as that little tour, and Andy did a great job showing us some of the features. Just phenomenal.
There's a handoff as Sekou Kamau now in there, number 0 as the back, and he's immediately hit by Devin Dye. Devin Dye, by the way, he and his twin brother Jalen Dye went to the same high school as the Wagner starting quarterback Jack Stevens.
Look at that. I mean, anytime you see a safety that quick in the backfield, just got a nose for the ball. No chance for that running back.
Stevens looking, hit as he throws, and that is a forward pass. It's going to bounce out of bounds anyway. And incompletion brings up 3rd and 10. That time the pressure from Leroy Harris, the third. Well, as Tommy Dunn Jr.
Well, with Dean out last week, Harris Jr. really got a lot of run, and I watched him a little bit bounce around. He's a huge dude, athletic. I love the movement for the defensive line here for KU. Just never know. As an offensive lineman, you're nervous. What's happening
And it
here?
springs 5. Stevens hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. Now the pressure there. Gibbs was really putting the heat on number 22. Saeed Gibbs hit him as he threw that one, and Wagner once again will punt.
Well, and that's what makes it tough, right, Mark? I mean, when you're a defensive line, you're kind of all over the place. As an offensive line, you're like, man, where are they coming from? Now you get another DB flying in. Gibbs just absolutely hammers Stevens.
Yeah, Gibbs, who played at Georgia Tech last year, spent a couple seasons at Rhode Island as well. Another punt away from Joshua Brown. Nagy retreating back to his own 31, back to the 26 before he turns it upfield. Jump stop now. We'll advance it all the way up near the 37-yard line after the 45-yard punt, and Jalen Daniels takes the Kansas offense out for a third spin here in the first quarter.
I love seeing Nagy return punts. You know, you get an athletic quarterback turn receiver, true freshman, which is pretty impressive, going D1 as a true freshman, turning punts. He's just a couple shakes away from picking up a big punt return right there.
Nice show on the backfield for Kansas. I don't know if we're going to see Le'Shawn Williams tonight. It does not look like it. He got banged up in the Fresno State game. That ball is kept by Daniels, breaks one tackle, and finally met at the 40, falls forward across the 40-yard line. Picks up 4 yards.
You see a little bit of JD's strength right there too, right? I mean, not just fast and athletic, but strong, thick. Just runs through 2 different guys there. Not a whole lot cooking, but he's able to pick up for it.
You know, all the conversations we had with Lance Leipold and his staff yesterday is how many times do you have a design run for Daniels besides the other times he's just going to run to create on a broken play?
Yeah, exactly. When you have an athletic guy like that, you want to keep him healthy, but you also want to utilize him. So there's definitely a tension that you have to manage.
Daniels, play fake, fires it. Catch made there by Levi Wentz, who's immediately tackled by number 2 Sam Martin, the impressive DB cornerback for Wagner. We'll see on offense as well for them tonight, I'm sure.
I like Levi Wentz. He's going to be a player to watch for KU as the season progresses. As you know, they lose some of their players from last year. These guys have to step up, make some plays. He's probably the 50-50 guy.
3rd and 1 for the Jayhawks. The handoff and the first down and more for Highshaw in midfield, met there and bounced off one tackle and kept advancing to the 49-yard line of Wagner. Keel Lampley there, number 1, made the initial hit and a first down after a gain of 5.
But you see the physicality. Look at up front. I just love an offensive line moving around, a little bit of pulling.
Here's Wentz, avoids one tackle, but very nicely done by Armani Itote, number 0 for Wagner, to keep that from being a much bigger gainer than the 14 yards.
There he is again. Wentz, big body, athletic. They're really fortunate to have him.
First and 10, Kansas at the 37.
This little first down pickup.
Jayhawks move the sticks again, indeed. Shift strong to that right side. Daniels looking in that direction, fires it to Henderson, gets a couple of blocks, ran into his own man, a flag down. And that came in the direction he had Wentz up ahead blocking.
I think they're going to get him for holding here. That's a nice play design too. You get Manuel Henderson out, a couple blockers up front. It's always tough though, Mark, when you got to maintain a block like that for that long.
Holding. Offense. Number 44. 10-yard penalty. First down.
On the tight end, Carson Brune. We saw And that first game against Fresno State, 44 Bruin and 88 Bowden Gruen, who were a couple of tight ends that were called on quite frequently in the offensive package from a blocking standpoint last week.
Sounds like a reality TV show waiting to happen right there, right?
Bruin and Gruen.
Yeah, Bruin and Gruen.
There they are.
D1 tight ends. Let's go to their apartment and just film them for a while. I love it.
Highshaw winds up in the backfield now with Bowden Gruen in motion. Play fake. Little slip there by Jane, but he gets the throw off and wide open. It's caught by guess who? Bowden Gruen inside the 20, down near the 15. So a catch for the tight end Bowden Gruen, and a first down. It goes 28 yards.
Well, they're going to be talking about this as they go tempo here, but you know, just good protection.
Highshaw tried to hurdle over the defender. Just keeps on going inside the 10. Jordan Johnson, the linebacker, came in number 7 for Wagner, and Highshaw went airborne.
Highshaw, boy, he is a physical player. Man, he's deceptively physical.
Daniels, Henderson, touchdown. The Alabama transfer, Emmanuel Henderson Jr.
Man, he is nice, isn't he?
His first touchdown as a Jayhawk. Second TD pass of the game for Jaden Daniels, and his 50th career touchdown pass for JD6.
Yeah, this is so hard to defend, right? You got that RPO, pulls it, that linebacker comes up. It's one-on-one coverage. Nice little slant there by Emmanuel Henderson. An Alabama transfer having a night already.
Marjan on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and Kansas finishes off an 8-play drive, 63 yards in about 3.5 minutes, and the 9-yard touchdown. Henderson, his first. Jayhawks lead 4.
7,000 yards, 50 touchdown pass.
Yeah, he and Todd Reesing, the only ones in that 7,000-plus yard passing club in Kansas history. So another touchback comes out to the 25 for the Seahawks. 4th drive here for Wagner.
Jack Stevens trying to hype up his boys.
14 total yards so far for Wagner. 9 rushing yards, 5 passing yards. Still looking for their first down of the game.
The offensive coordinator Terrence Sino has his hands full here. Jayhawks defense just flying all over the place. Physical, fast, physical, playing for each other.
Sekou Kamau's the back. They fire a strike. This is Aiden Davis.
Oh, boy.
Not much there. It does get about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Trey Lathan and John Kamara combined on the hit.
I love how they pop up, too. Just energy. That's so physical. Popping up. And that's a lot of work for 2 yards right there.
Oh. Painful 2 yards.
Painful. Some Tylenol.
Yeah, the play
Take
clock.
2.
Previous players under further review for potential targeting.
Ooh. All right. Potential targeting.
Speaking of Tylenol.
I think John Kamara would be the one with the potential targeting call. By the way, I know there weren't a bunch of college games last week, but there were no targeting calls at all in college football in week 0.
Which is very interesting. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he did seem like he dipped his head.
Well, the good news is I think he went helmet to shoulder. Is that still targeting? If it's not helmet to helmet.
It's head and neck, but it's close enough. I mean, you got 3 things for targeting. Is he a defenseless player? Not really at that point.
No, he's engaged.
He's engaged.
Yeah.
Did the defender project himself? And Kamara did lower his head with the crown of his helmet. So I think that's going to be the issue. And the crown of the helmet could make this a targeting call. A replay official taking a peek at this is Marcus Marsden.
Well, either way, KU is, their defense is exactly what DK McDonald is all about. Fast, physical. That's it's about as fast and physical as you can get.
So
After
if
further
this is
review,
okay.
it was targeting defense number 8. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down, Wagner. Number 8 is disqualified from the game.
Oh, heartbreak.
So the helmet crown is what got him right there. Dropping the helmet.
Okay.
Now the only silver lining here, if you're Kansas, this happened in the first half, and he will be able to play to start the game at Missouri. He's out for the rest of this game.
Okay, if it was second half, he'd be out the first half of the next game, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So just over 2.5 minutes to play. It is a first down. And a gain there of about 3 on first down. That carry by Kamau. See number 16 in the game, Logan Brantley, now taking John Kamara's spot. There's a catch made by Derek Burrell going to the sideline, and now Wagner's got a little something going here. They're up near midfield. Are going to face a third down here.
And they like Burrell. As we were talking to the staff at Wagner, they said Burrell has probably the best hands on the team.
Wagner going with a little bit of tempo here as well as we slip under the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Third down and 6 for the Seahawks. Motion man is Damian Maisel. Handoff, Kamau immediately wrapped up and slung down. Trey Lathan got a hand on him and pulled him to the turf.
I mean, that ball is snapped, and the running back has nothing, has no room at all. Phenomenal job right there. Thought Wagner might have had a little momentum, and that got stopped really quick.
Wagner 0 for 4 on third down now so far today, and they'll punt. Now, we're going to see Tom Vasella's team at some point go for it on fourth down. I mean, that's once they get on the plus side of the field, it's definitely in their DNA.
For sure.
Punt from Joshua Brown. Nagy takes a high hop. He's going to let it bounce, and it might have touched the defender beyond the 20. It skips inside the 20, and nonetheless, Jayhawks are going to start right around their own 20-yard line after a 37-yard punt for Joshua Brown. So Jalen Daniels, fresh off 50 career TD passes and over 7,000 career passing yards as a Jayhawk. Gets the offense out of once again from their own 22.
It's just such a solid leader. He's always got a smile on his face.
Highshaw turns that left corner and hurdled the defender right along the sideline. That got him an extra yard or 2, and he's marked out at the 29.
He's done that a couple times this evening here, Mark. Watch this, just boop. Nice little right over him.
And that was Sam Martin, number 2.
Yes.
That had a beat on him.
Yep.
One of their best defenders. 2nd and 3 as we're under the last half-minute clock running here the first quarter. Again, Highshaw breaks through again and gets to the second level. There's a Jayhawk first down, tackled at the 38 there by Jalen Goulet. With a first down. Here's the handoff. Highshaw. Let's push forward. He'll gain a few yards. Keel Lampley was the one that pushed him to the ground.
And a good job by Lampley there. Nice little fill.
Gain of 3, so 2nd and 7. Daniels will hand it off once again. Highshaw straight ahead. Has to avoid the official. And is dropped at the 49-yard line of Wagner. Gain of 10. Our umpire had to scoot out of the way there.
That's hard enough to block when there's 11 on the field. You got 12. That's a whole nother issue.
This is a Kansas first down. 9 first downs for the Jayhawks now. Not much there that time for Highshaw. Every yard is Golden Guerrero, number 50, who's a junior out of the San Diego area, El Cajon, California. We got a few California guys on this team. Wagner, of course, Wagner from Staten Island, which is, as the crow flies, 6 or 7 miles from Manhattan.
Coast to coast, baby. right?
It is.
It's like, all right, living in the West, let's go see what the East Coast has to offer. It's not easy taking JD down in the open field. Real fun.
Makes the handoff to Highshaw. Jalen rolls out and throws a strike to Henderson. He's down around the 20-yard line. Emmanuel Henderson Jr. already has a touchdown catch. That's a 27-yard gain.
He just makes it look so easy. Nice little naked. I mean, that's a deep little corner route. Emmanuel Henderson. I mean, hits him in stride too, which is way easier said than done.
Quick strike. Rebecca had to wait a bit on it. There, with the defender was Jalen Goulet. Goulet, that is, 22. Didn't play at all last year due to injury, Goulet.
Great job. I mean, he had man-to-man coverage. Kansas had that diamond to the right, one receiver to the left. Nice little hitch route, but Goulet does a fantastic job teeing him up.
Henderson at the top of your screen. Motion man is Wentz looking in his direction, and there's Pickett. He had a huge first half in a win over Fresno State. Got a little banged up, didn't play in the second half, but Cam Pickett gets his first catch of this game, and it's a touchdown reception.
That's like all he does is catch touchdowns, Mark.
He had 2 against Fresno State, so that's 3 now on the season already for him.
You're going to see the replay right here. Little pump fake, little double move, good protection, wide open. Cam Pickett, great addition to this Jayhawks squad.
20-yard touchdown, and they're going to go for 2 here, and Carson Bruin takes the direct snap and is into the end zone, and Kansas converts.
Gonna give
State has made a big impact in a brief time here for KU.
He's so nice, I'm telling you. And you can use him in such a variety of ways. Hide him in the backfield, maybe a little running back. He's that Deebo Samuel type player that's super versatile.
Will this be another touchback? It will indeed. By the way, that 2-point conversion converted by Kansas, their first one they've executed since 2022 against Arkansas. And that was in the Liberty Bowl, that crazy Liberty Bowl that they came back and sent to all the overtimes and fell just short early in Lance Leipold's tenure with the Jayhawks.
It's always a headache for special teams coaches because once you put that on tape, you got to prepare for that every time. So it's just extra work for those teams coaches.
Wagner here with 13:06 to play first half. Matt Marad comes out in the backfield, number 3, in motion. Richard Perkins, and coming to the near side. That's Marad. Lyric Rawls. Interesting story, Lyric Rawls, who is one of the captains today. They have the 3 captains that stay for every game, and then 1 floating. And Rawls has it this week. DJ Withers had it last week. Rawls, the transfer from Oklahoma State. It's a really fun story.
Yeah, real cool story. And ridiculous interception. So athletic last week. And I talked to DK McDonald again, and he was talking about that's what happens, right? Like, you fly around like that, and that energy, you're gonna pick up a pick like that. He sure enough did. He's super athletic.
2nd and 14. Quick strike. Richard Perkins Jr., true freshman, getting an opportunity here. Reception from Stevens.
Yeah, that's what they need, man. Some type of rhythm, quick passing game, something. But I tell you, KU's getting in the backfield so quick. Stevens doesn't really have a whole lot of shot back there.
0 for 4 on 3rd down. They do have 1 first down tonight. That came via penalty. Stevens. Turn it upfield. Malik Cooper. Nice grab. Malik Cooper, who the high school teammate of Marvin Harrison Jr. there in the Philly area. First down.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job right there. Jack Stevens gets the ball out quick, and that's what you need. Just talked about that early passing game. Good passing game, but a little yak afterwards for the first down.
Yeah, 14-yard gain for Wagner. So they have a first down at their own 38. Stevens keeping it, but gets run down from behind by one of the captains from last week's team for Kansas, DJ Withers.
DJ Withers with a smile on his face, and they're trying to run that cue draw here. Again, we talked to the coaching staff at Wagner. They like Jack Stevens' athleticism, and Withers, great job tracking him down.
Just a couple of yards, second down and 12, empty backfield here. Ocean Murad now to the far side, look in that direction. Stevens fires, dangerous pass. He actually was accurate with it, but it's dropped incomplete. Carlos Greer.
You're absolutely right. Tons of traffic right there. Jack Stevens, though, says, I don't care, man, and fired a bullet right in his hands. Fortunately, dropped it.
Another third and long here for the Seahawks. 3rd and 12. Clock stop with 10:44 to go in the first half from Lawrence.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 is exactly what Tom Masella said they're trying to avoid. 3rd and long. He said it's going to be a long night if we find ourselves in 3rd and long a lot.
Handoff. He's going to keep it. Fake the handoff. Stevens up near the 40. That's going to bring out the punting unit for the Seahawks. So they do arguably had their best offensive drive so far of the night right there.
Yeah. Yeah, again, the quick passing game, it just seems like, the running game right now has really no effect at all on KU. So they can change things up, get the ball out of Jack's hands quick, let their athletes maybe do a little something after the catch.
Texas native Joshua Brown on to punt once again for the Seahawks. End over end, and Nagy has to retreat to take this at the 16. Turns it upfield. Big block. The legal one. He's up near the 30. That was Cole Mondi. Watching to see if my flag might come around, but he apparently got around the right side to make that hit. Timeout with under 10 minutes to play first half. Finish off phase 1. There's more to come at the end of this season.
It's just phase 1.
That's it.
Just get us going.
This defense there by number 7. That's Jordan Johnson. The all-NEC preseason team for a start linebacker at Independence Community College. There's a couple of players here on the Wagner team that actually played JUCO ball in Kansas. Jordan Johnson is one of them in Independence down in the southeast part of the state.
It's cool to be able to do that too. Come back, right? Invite some of your homies, give them some players tickets, just show out for them, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Tight ends move to each side of the formation for Kansas. Daniels is going deep, looking for Henderson. A little incidental contact. Yeah, no flag. Looked like he had a half step on Jaden Brown. Their feet might have gotten tangled up, or maybe Henderson was kind of stubbed on one of his steps. We'll take another look at it.
I think it's a good no call.
Yeah.
It's just a nice little speed release right here. We teach it all the time. Angel did a great job stacking the defensive back.
Hey, and you know what? If you're a Wagner fan, Henderson might be the fastest player on the field tonight, bar none. And Jaden Brown, number 8, did a pretty darn good job of keeping up with him right there.
You literally took the thought out of my dome, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Because I was watching Emmanuel just warm-ups, and he has a whole nother gear.
Well, I was looking at him again, and he throws underneath this time, and incomplete. It was Doug Emilian who had to kind of turn to try to make the reception when he couldn't, then took a hit. But Henderson was streaking down the middle of the field, but was defended. Really nicely done by the Wagner defense. And by the way, the head coach, Tom Maselli, he's not officially the defensive coordinator, but between us, we're friends. He's really the DC. He says, I get help from other members of the staff, but he's the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, well, they talked about, how it's kind of a collective effort, but I know organizational leadership. I know he's making the final call defensively for sure.
Terrancino is their offensive coordinator. On the punt, we do have a flag back at the 40-yard line. Tom Masilla's offensive coordinator a couple of years ago was Steven Matos. His Kansas connections.
Number 44, 10-yard penalty. First down, Wagner.
So Matos, Zabrowski, Jim Zabrowski, the OC, is the closest to us here. Just to his right, you see Steven Matos, who was the offensive coordinator 2 years ago for Wagner. He had come from Kansas. He left Wagner, and he has come back to KU. He's the one tie that we can find between these two schools tonight.
Right, we're trying to find information. Okay, what are they going to do offensively, defensively? And he was the one piece that we got a little information from.
First and 10 for the Seahawks, just outside their own 20. 4-man rush, and the pass just a little out of reach of Matt Moran out of the backfield.
Yeah, Jack is feeling really pressure all night long. KU doing a good job. I like KU's defensive line. I like how they're athletic, they're moving around, keeping the offensive line guessing. Brady Anderson, Wagner. It's a great story as the center, 4-year starter.
Is that an incomplete pass? The play is continuing. Now incomplete, comes out late as it was taken into the end zone.
Running on the field is an incomplete pass.
By Leroy
Third
Harris.
down.
The pressure was Alex Bray, and let's look at the play again as Stevens, right as he was looking to release that, got hit.
Yeah, look at, I mean, just right in your face. I can't quite tell what happened there.
I think this might be the better look here. When he let it go, oh, they got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Saw the big mitt come up. Might have been Marcus Calvin. A little hard to see, but now 3rd and 10. They're 1 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Stevens dodging, trying to stay on his feet, does so. There is a flag, and he's going to run for it, but wind up a couple yards shy, but the flag laying back at the 15. Maybe bringing this back.
It's always the worst, right? Holding call that brings you back after you just put all your guts on the field. Super athletic play as a quarterback, all for naught.
Holding, offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So Kansas accepts the penalty. I'm not surprised by that, but it would have been 4th and about 3 had they refused the penalty, but they want to push it back.
I don't know how many times in my career that same exact thing happened, right? You just outmanned on the road. You know, you make some type of crazy play, only to look back after you're just breathing heavy. You look back, there's a flag on the ground.
So now it's 3rd down and 20, just outside their own 10-yard line. Stevens with the quick pass out into the flat, but not a whole lot there. As at the 18-yard line, Lyric Rawls drops Carlos Greer. And it'll be 4th down, and this time we're going to see Joshua Brown punting from near his own end zone. See Rawls coming off the field. He's one of the captains tonight for the Jayhawks, the Oklahoma State transfer.
Tate Nagy deep again, and he's been close. This might be an interesting place for Tate Nagy. Good place to take it to the house right here.
Angled towards the sideline. Nagy takes it there, retreats all the way back inside his own 30, going the wrong direction. And now he's going to get swarmed under. And that works out well for Wagner, as you had Joshua Brown kicking basically from his own end zone and just outside of it. Kansas is going to start at their own 30 when we come back to Lawrence. At this point, 11 of 16 through the air, 142 yards, 3 touchdown passes. It's a handoff to Highshaw. Patiently advances about 4. 3 yards officially up to the 35. Met there by Jaden Brown.
Doing a good job offensively, protecting their quarterback. And you got big Bryce Foster, kind of the general at center, number 61. One thing you might not know about big Bryce Foster, he likes to whip up some food in the kitchen. His favorite meal, what is it? Burrito tacos. Got a little Hispanic in him. All right, okay.
And yeah, he's on the Kansas track and field team since he came up from Texas A&M. He's a shot putter. But he has to
multi-talents.
He has to make a lot of tacos to feed that man. That's thrown to the tight end, Bowden Gruen, across midfield, all the way down inside the 40-yard line of Wagner. Jordan Johnson, number 7, had to make that tackle downfield. 26-yard gain.
Boy, you gotta love the tight end, man. I mean, this guy is a large human, and he can run. Slam down there at the end, but boy, you got a nice set of tight ends here at KU.
Gruen, who's transfer from Rice. Catch and run. Bryson Canty, number 11, in the game. He got in late in the Fresno State game. He gets in here in the first half. 14-yard pickup there for the transfer from Columbia, all Ivy League player there.
Visited with the coaching staff. They said, yeah, he's an Ivy League guy. He better not break any assignments.
Emilian. It's wrapped up. For 11 there for Wagner. Darren Omarigi with the hit.
This is where they get so dangerous as an offense. They speed up that tempo. We were talking with Coach Z. He was saying that they have just different levels of tempo, but boy, all of a sudden you know, step on the gas a little bit. There he is.
He's got more energy than that guy, by the way.
The math major. Wouldn't it be amazing just to hop in his brain real quick and see everything going on?
I don't know if I'd want to stay long, but it'd be worth a look.
He's a special guy.
Highshaw looking to the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas. 20-yard touchdown run for Kansas running back Daniel Highshaw.
I tell you what, yeah, I mean, it's Kobe Baines up front, number 70, right guard, Enrique Cruz, right tackle. Nice little pin, little double team right there, and the rest is history. You get Daniel Highshaw, any type of crease, many times this is what's going to happen, man. 6, fantastic job.
First touchdown run of the year for Highshaw. Most of the Kansas scoring has come through the air so far early this year with Aiden Daniels. Point after, up and good. Marjan knocks that through, and another look at that run from Daniel Highshaw Jr.
I mean, just a fantastic cap of the drive right here. Nice little cut back, little stiff arm. He still doesn't go down. Daniel Highshaw. A healthy Highshaw is going to be crucial for KU, especially look at
Devin Neal giving him a hug. Devin Neal's in the house tonight for Kansas.
Seen some Devin Neal jerseys throughout the crowd here.
Already got their Saints Devin Neal jerseys. They're way ahead of the curve. 12 rushes for 83 and a touchdown now for Highshaw, who's a 6th-year player in the program, just like Jalen Daniels here at Kansas.
Well, you think about it too. I mean, last year I think there it is right there. Yeah.
You can see the back. He's got Neal on the backside there.
The Jayhawks, you know, did a great job last season running the rock, and I think, you know, this season with Daniel Highshaw, a healthy Highshaw, you keep him healthy out throughout this season. It's going to be powerful for the KU Jayhawks. That's
Harris, Chris Harris here, a Ring of Honor member. He's here as well with Devin Neal tonight. Two of the greats in Kansas football history. He called a fair catch and makes the catch, so it is going to come out to the 25. He was standing in the end zone and he kind of hopped out and quickly made the catch as he put the right arm in the air. Made it a little interesting, but it will come out to the 25.
That's just been tough sledding for Wagner, and the one thing they wanted to avoid was that 3rd and long. These last 2 drives, it's exactly what they found themselves in, whether it's sack, penalty, a couple holding calls.
And Andre Hines Jr. down the backfield. He's going to get the carry running right. This man's a load. He gets up to the 30. I'll give him 4. Met there by Logan Brantley. Mentioned the history for Hines. He played a couple of games for Boston College in 2023. He was their 2nd leading running back last year behind Ricky Sproul. Now the Sproul graduated A very good wide receiver, Jalen Benelli, who transferred to Arkansas State. They lost impressive tight end Jay Stanford, who also graduated. The 3 big members of the offense last year for Wagner. That was almost intercepted there by Devin Dye, who had a pick against Fresno State last week.
It's a nice little in cut right there, and Stevens just throws it a little bit behind. Good break on the ball.
1-7 on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 6 from their own 29. They hand it off. He's close.
I think he got it.
Yeah, I think that spot. Jack Brinkley stopped him, and with that spot, it is a 1st down. Those are the footballs right on the line to gain the 35. Drive started at the 25 after the touchback.
Well, he is a load too. He falls forward, keeps his pads low, and I took a look at him at the walkthrough, man. He's put together like a brick.
No doubt. Mao now in there. He avoids 1 tackler. Nice run. Sekou Kamau took a hit there from Jalen Dye, but it's a 13-yard gain. Another 1st down. Back-to-back 1st downs for the Wagner Seahawks.
It's a heck of a job up front. Nice little run, little cutback right here. Good vision, led by Brady Anderson, that center. He's kind of the general as well for this offensive line. Talked about camaraderie, building camaraderie amongst that offensive line, taking them fishing, taking the boys fishing this summer. That's what you need, man, when you're on the road in a hostile crowd, staying together.
Kamau gains about 5. They get into Kansas territory for the first time tonight. He comes with just under 3.5 minutes to play in the 1st half.
Yeah, and the key is rhythm running game. And the offensive line getting a nice little push here. We got to keep on running this rock.
Kamau nowhere to go, and he's going to lose several. Logan Brantley, the linebacker, came up number 16 for Kansas.
Yeah, you're going to see it right here. Comes in, great pressure point, sets the edge, squeezed down the edge, makes the tackle. Great job by Brantley.
And loss pushes Wagner back on their side of the 50. They're looking at 3rd and 9. There's the tight end, goes in motion. And that is caught at the Kansas 44-yard line by Matt Morad. Tackled by Devin Dye.
Heck of a catch right there. Dye was all over him like a glove. I don't know how he made that catch. Good job by Stevens weaving it in there. Nice little outcut.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
We got a little issue on the bug with we do get to the 2-minute timeout here. So there is 2 minutes remaining here in the 1st half. Wagner on the Kansas side of the 50. 4th down when we come back. DK McDonald, who's in his 2nd season on the staff at Kansas, first as the lone defensive coordinator. His defense It's a 4th and 3 here for Wagner. We told you Wagner was going to go forward on 4th down at some point. They were 14 of 28 on 4th down last year, 50%. 4th and 3 from the Kansas 45, and we're going to get a Wagner timeout. They burn their first.
Timeout, Wagner. First of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
A great conversation with DK yesterday, which, by the way, yesterday was his birthday.
Yeah. Birthday boy. Yeah, it was just cool to visit with him and just to see his passion. You know, some time with Coach Campbell at Toledo, at Iowa State, of course, a stint at the Eagles. And
yeah, let's mention that, by the way.
It was really cool. Yeah, go ahead.
He mentioned with the Eagles, you know, we talked about how expectations are with fan bases, et cetera, this and that. He kind of looked at it and said, look, I worked in Philly for the Eagles. Philly fans, if you want to catch some heat, you can catch some from Eagles fans, man. He was a part of the team that beat the Chiefs in the lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Well, not the one that beat them last year.
Yeah, and he said even in the preseason, I mean, the guys that are getting cut, they're booing. I mean, it was pretty crazy. But he talked about the sense of urgency that he's trying to bring to this defense here at KU as well that he learned in Philly.
You know, Wagner going forward on 4th down and 3. They're going to get the first down, turning upfield. Coleclaw's first catch down the sideline, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. No flags. Wagner on the board. 45-yard touchdown catch and throw. Jack Stevens to Jeremiah Coleclaw.
What a call. They called that timeout, got the right play. Nice little out cut. First touch. He turned on the afterburners right there, too. See it right here. Good protection. Perfect throw. Nice little out cut. Then it's just flat speed right there all the way to the house.
He had 8 catches last season. 1 touchdown last year. Gets one here against the Jayhawks. Under 2 minutes to play. And the Seahawks on the board here in Lawrence.
All of a sudden that crowd got a little quiet.
And the point after for Nicholas Romero's up and through. 8 play drives, 75 yards, started at their own 25, just under 3.5 minutes. And Terrence Sino, the first-year offensive coordinator, sees his offense put some points on the board here late in the first half.
He is hyped as an former offensive lineman. You just gotta love it, man, where he's dapping his boys up, and got a great time visiting with him too. He's got a young team here. Young coaching staff as well, but just a great delivery by Jack Stevens. Coleclaw just says, isn't that a great feeling too, man? On the road, receiver, catch a little out cut, and all you see is green grass. It's a beautiful feeling.
Hey, those folks made a journey, the Wagner fan. It's over 1,200 miles from here to Staten Island. So those that did come from the campus, Grimes Hill there on Staten Island, they had a ways to go to get to Lawrence, Kansas. So the Seahawks have some fans here tonight. They're happy with what they just saw in that possession.
It was a good little treat for them right there, absolutely.
Well, a few smiles now there on the Wagner bench. Coleclaw getting some high fives. Jack Stevens with that touchdown pass.
It's a good feeling, man. Redshirt freshman quarterback on the road. He's been pressured.
First touchdown pass for Jack Stevens with
There was no
Wagner.
flag on the play.
He played in 3 games last year. Damian Mayshill started the season last year as their quarterback. He's now a wide receiver this year. Jake Cady took over for him and starting quarterback the rest of the way. From just inside the goal line, Nagy returning a kick this time. Hits the 20, cuts upfield, 25-30. And stopped just shy of the 35-yard line. 34-yard return for Tate Nagy. Turning the kickoff this time for Kansas.
Consolidation.
Here's a run for the quarterback, Daniels. Spun around and spun down, but he picks up about 13. That was Freddie Camp for 5. Threw him out of bounds.
I love Jalen Daniels too. I mean, so athletic. I mean, makes a phenomenal play, pops up, daps up someone from Wagner, heads back to the huddle, gets his call from Coach Z. Just love him.
And a handoff this time. There is a flag. It came immediately from that back judge. Another snap. Another one comes out late. Looks like we got 2 flags to sort out here. One at the snap, one at the end of the play.
Visiting with Coach Leipold too. He just doesn't he just beam when he talks about Jalen Daniels, just how much he appreciates Jalen. And said, what did he say? 95% of the time, that smile is exactly what you see. And through ups and downs, the challenges, some of the injuries that he's had, he's
Legal
stayed
substitution,
steady.
defense, 12 men and formation, 5-yard penalty, first down.
An extra guy on the field. Wagner defense did.
I'd try to sneak another one on the field too. Try to up against Jalen Daniels.
So when they mark off the penalty, it's the 1st and 5 for Kansas. Daniels, he's going deep for Henderson. Has to adjust. There's contact, and the flag's going to come out. The defender, that was Jaden Brown, did not look back as Henderson had to slow down for the ball that was a bit underthrown, and that contact's going to draw the flag every time.
All day long, and that's what you get with Emmanuel Henderson.
Pass interference, defense, number 8, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Now that adds a whole nother dimension to KU's offense, right? If you got a burner like Emmanuel Henderson Jr. on your team, it just puts pressure on defenses. They got to honor that, right? You have to be able to honor that. You want to go man-to-man, that's fine. You're rolling the dice there.
7 penalties for 55 yards against Wagner in the half. Hang on to that. Looks like he did. That's Pickett, who has a touchdown catch so far tonight. And that's be a Kansas first down.
He's plucking it from his knees right there too, Mark.
And Shaw across the 20 into the 19-yard line. He'll pick up 5. We're under a minute to go now.
Start timeout, Kansas.
Jayhawks.
First of the half. Do a 30-second timeout.
They're first.
It's played by Riley Dravitt right there. Number 9 for Seahawks.
Here we are late in the first half. Kansas up 29-7. Daniels 15 to 20, 196 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. So that gives him what 6 touchdowns, no interceptions so far in the year.
I was about to say that sounds pretty familiar from last week.
Yeah, very similar numbers here in the first half to what he had at the end of the game against Fresno State. 6th year in the program. Jalen Daniels, with the injuries 2023, limited his availability. Played in every game last year. And by the way, he was the Week 0 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week last week. Granted, only 3 Big 12 teams play, and 2 of them played each other, Kansas State and Iowa State.
I would have gave it to him too, though, boy.
They did give it out the award. Going towards the end zone in the corner, incomplete. No flag. That time it was Levi Wentz, defended by Jalen Brown. I tell you what, the defenders in the Northeast Conference have to take heed of Jaden Brown, who's been going man-to-man all night with KU's best receivers and hanging tough, man.
Absolutely is. That's actually really impressive. You've got a ridiculous athlete, Wentz. Nice little goal ball from 9, but I'll tell you what, he's locking him up pretty good.
9th career game of 3+ touchdowns passing for Daniels, by the way. Wentz steps out inside the 10. Kansas still with 2 timeouts in their pocket for the Jayhawks. 48 seconds left here in the first half.
Nice little hitch route. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna throw the 9, loosen him up a little bit, and I'm coming right back to the 0. That little hitch route, Wentz.
So 3rd and short, 3rd and a yard. Then Hanukkah in motion, handoff coming right side. And Highshaw was met behind the line of scrimmage initially. Sims, number 99, but then a little forward progress gets inside the 10. It'll be enough for a Kansas first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Jayhawks.
It's a fantastic job right there of the offensive line. I don't know if he would have got it like Nolan.
Daniels fade. And is it picked off? It is. And guess who picked it off? Jaden Brown.
Wow.
Looking for Pickett in the corner of the end zone, and he saw that coming. That wasn't even his man.
No.
And he reacted
Down the field,
and picks it
interception
off.
for a touchback. First down, Wagner.
That's an absolute football play right there. You're right. It wasn't even his man. Kind of peels off. Just leaps over one of his boys and Cam Pickett and picks that baby off.
Jaden Brown's a senior, Sicklerville, New Jersey. 25 tackles last year, 1 interception, 1 pass breakup. He's not going to get that many tackles tonight, but he's already equaled, it may exceed his pass breakup total in this first game against Kansas last year.
Unbelievable.
So first ball picked from Jaden Daniels this year. First time he's been picked off.
Yeah, that's that little smash corner combo. That typically you want to throw that all the way to that back pylon, and just again super athletic play. You got to tip your hat right there.
Kansas is going to get the ball to start the second half, so Wagner's content just to take a knee here and take this to the end of the first half.
Actually week 0, but their first game, pass interference, right? Because the DB freaked out. The same thing happened right here again. He's such a deep threat that you can draw those PIs as well.
This time Nagy lets it bounce in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25 for the Jayhawks, and with a 29-7 lead, Jaden Daniels back onto the field.
You want to see, I mean, again, after a late mistake, you want to get back into rhythm right here as an offense, and don't get stagnant, right? Don't control what you can, execute at a high level, and you know that's exactly what the offensive staff for KU's preaching here at halftime.
Well, Johnny Thompson is going to be in the backfield here to start the second half for the Jayhawks. He fakes the handoff to him. Daniels rolling right, fires and throws a strike.
Golly.
And that's a strike to the tight end, Carson Brune. He was well covered by Akil Lampley, but a perfect throw from Daniels.
I mean, one of my favorite plays in college football, the naked, and you get a good running game going. It's just deadly. And actually, they did a good job. Wagner did a good job defensively. Boy, that was a bullet on the run to his tight end, his second option there.
Picked up 13 yards. This time Henderson comes to the near side. Daniels now looking Henderson's way, and he's going to take a shot for him. He adjusts. He's there, caught, and into the end zone, touchdown. He got Lampley a little spun around, and it was enough to get a step or two and a 62-yard touchdown to start the second half for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I love it. Coach Jim Zabrowski on his mic, probably just dapping him up. He's like, "Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. See, you like it when I call it deep route." And man, that's so fun to have on your team where you have a burner like that, just to be able to run a little play action. Manuel Henderson Jr. all hyped about it. Boy, that was something special.
Take another look at the 62-yard pass play. The Alabama transfer Emmanuel Henderson Jr.
I mean, just a little play action. Good job up front. Good protection. Max protect. Jalen just absolute great adjustment to the football as well. That's not easy to do. Look at this. Zeroes in, makes the adjustment, and scores. Oh, he can run, boy. I tell you what, that's the type of receiver that I want as a quarterback. And as an offensive coordinator, again, it just opens up your playbook, right? I mean, you run naked on first down, hit your tight end, and you say, you know what, let's go ahead and take a shot downfield, max protect, and kudos to the offensive line as well, because when it's a play that takes that long, a lot of times you have a holding call, something like that, but offensive line did a great job. Something they wanted to work on too, right, Mark? About had a few too many holding calls in week 0. Great job up front there.
And you just alluded to it, just a 2-play drive, 75 yards in 49 seconds. And a 62-yard touchdown catch for Henderson, his second of the game. This will come out to the 25 for the Wagner Seahawks. First possession of half number 2 from Lawrence.
You think about it too with Emmanuel Henderson Jr. and he's in a crowded wide receiver group at Alabama, and he kind of joked about it where you got 7-8 of those guys in the room.
It's out in Tuscaloosa. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, can we have one of those guys, please? Yeah. Next thing you know, comes to Lawrence and creates a beautiful opportunity for himself. It's a win-win opportunity here.
Carry for Hines to start the second half for the Seahawks, and a gain of just about 1 as Tommy Dunn Jr. defensive tackle line it over to make the stop. By the way, for Henderson, and again, you alluded to it, he didn't have a ton of playing opportunities at Bama, but he has a career high 130 receiving yards right now in this game.
I just love it, man. Where the bulk of his reps were on special teams there, and you get a starting position, man, and give a guy an opportunity and see what he'll do with it.
Eric Burrell. And that's going to be enough for a Seahawks first down up near the 39-yard line.
There's that same play call that they scored the touchdown on. It's a nice little outcut from the slot. Burrell, once again, they love him. They love his hands. He said the best hands on the team.
Gain of 13 and a first down for them at their own 39 for the Seahawks. Stevens rolling right. Here comes pressure. Gets hit as he throws. Does throw a strike. A completion forward progress will get them to about the 41-yard line for Burrell. But Dean Miller, number 5, was coming in a hurry. Aaron Sino, the offensive coordinator, got the call sheet going. He calls the plays.
He's like, well, if we can run the outcut to the left, let's go ahead and run the quick out to the right as well. Jack Stevens does a good job delivering the football on time. That's again, if I'm a quarterback right now in this environment, it's got to be quick passing game.
Stevens trying to time one for Burrell, who's looking over his shoulder. That was well defended. Mason Ellis was with him stride for stride. The ball a bit underthrown and incomplete at the 30.
Not a bad idea. I like the slot fade. It's a good option. Ball out of your hands quick. The type of man-to-man coverage, but you're right. Lockdown coverage here for KU.
3rd and 8 for the Seahawks. 2-9 on 3rd down tonight.
Exact scenario that Tomasello wanted to avoid. This 3rd and long.
Burrell coming in motion, and play clock was winding down.
Play game, offense, number 7, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's the 3rd time they've been called for delay of game. The previous 2 came on back-to-back plays back in the first half of the first quarter. So that's 8 penalties now for 60 yards against Wagner.
Which is exactly what you can't do on the road, right? You're already outmanned quite a bit. Those are the controllables, right? Any type of delay a game or these mental errors, they start stacking up and really hurt you.
4 wides, 2 to each side for the Seawolves. The penalty backs him up to 3rd and 13. The man in motion is Damian Mazel, looking in his direction. Now Stevens pulls it down at the last moment, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to come up a little short of that. DJ Withers, his 5th year in the program for the Jayhawks, gets the tackle.
It's a couple of big plays Withers has had, and tracking down Jack Stevens. Always hated that, man. The big boys up front, you think you can kind of squeak by them, but they get their mitts on you. You ain't going anywhere.
Joshua Brown back to punt. Just outside his own 20-yard line. Nate Nagy back once again to receive this punt. It's gotten a lot of reps on the punt return tonight. 25-30, met there, dropped. Returns at about 8 yards. And Kansas will begin at their own 30 with their 2nd drive of the game, and we're going to see Cole Ballard in at the command and the controls when we return.
Kansas score update. Earlier this afternoon, the University of Kansas rededicated Kansas Memorial Stadium as a campus war memorial. The ceremony honored the 30 Jayhawks who gave their lives in World War I, including Master Chancellor Douglas Tremont, retired U.S. Marine Corps Colonel Mike Denton, and U.S. Army Colonel Bobby Miller. The rededication also highlighted the new memorial wall, which features panels with names of the 130 students and faculty who died, along with stories and historical information from the war. The creation of the memorial was done in collaboration and partnership with the World War I Museum and Memorial in Kansas City. This rededication reflects Kansas' commitment to remembering the Jayhawks who made the ultimate sacrifice, along with the legacy and ideals they defended. In that same spirit of gratitude, we now invite all active members and veterans of our armed forces to stand and wave, so we will recognize and thank you for your service.
Jalen Daniels' evening is finished. He goes 18 of 25, 280 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and 1 pick. And on comes redshirt sophomore Cole Ballard. What you think of start number 2 at 2025 here for Jalen Daniels?
Like I said, at jump, man, he's just one of my favorite players in the country. One of my favorite quarterbacks. It's fun to watch. You know what's nice to see is just launching it. You saw his arm strength right there. That last play that he threw, darn near the whole field. I mean, that guy can, a ton of arm strength, man. Don't sleep on JD.
Cole Ballard saw the field as well last week against Fresno State, and a handoff. Johnny Thompson Jr.'s in the game now, number 20. Picks up the carry. Redshirt sophomore from California.
That's always crucial to get some game reps for these young fellas, man. Get some experience. You just can't replace experience.
Thompson straight ahead will drag the defender across the line to gain to the 41-yard line. That'll be enough for a KU first down as Abdul Idris is along for the ride with Thompson.
Nice little move right there too. Nice little delay move.
Tyler Mercer's also in the game at center, so Bryce Foster has come out. Lance Leipold getting more of the second and third teamers into this game with a 36-7 lead early second half. Taken off.
Oh,
lowering the shoulder.
Okay.
Johnny Thompson Jr. says hello.
Thompson Jr. is good. Lay the wood here at the end. Nice little crease. Who says that I'm too small to put my shoulder down?
Wentz couldn't handle it. Says, that one's on me. Tell you what, they really love Levi Wentz, though. A couple of seasons at Old Dominion, a couple of seasons at Albany. They like what they have in him out of the portal.
I think it's a crucial pickup right there. You got to have that 50-50 ball guy. We were doing a game last year. You got to have that guy, right? Especially as you enter Big 12 play. A lot of man-to-man coverage, cover one. You'll throw the back shoulders. Those 50-50 balls are huge.
Third and less than a yard. They're 2 of 4 on third down. It's going to be kept. Ballard takes it himself. 20 for the first down, all the way down and trying the 35.
I mean, you're going to see the athleticism and speed. I mean, go ahead. He's moving down the field pretty quick, and it's like he Doing his best Jalen Daniels impression right there. Nice to have a guy like that in the quarterback room to learn from.
Jayhawk fans are going to remember, they obviously remember when Jason Bean got hurt and Ballard came on and started a game or two and got a lot of playing time a few years ago. There's movement. The Jayhawks,
Left guard, it looks like, moved early.
get their 4th penalty of the game.
Offside. Defense. Number 52 with contact. 5-yard penalty. First down.
All right, I stand corrected.
Same.
I'm going to give the Jayhawks 5 yards. Franklin Sims called for that, as you see. Harry Charles come off the field for Wagner. Harry Stewart, number 0, now in the backfield for Kansas. For the 9th penalty against Wagner tonight. Stewart finds his way to the sideline and he gets pushed out of bounds by Sam Martin. Speaking of Sam Martin, we haven't seen him play a snap of offense yet for Wagner tonight, but he's been busy on defense.
Yeah, he sure has. And it's probably, you know, Wagner's got a long season. He's one of their best players. So in my opinion, it's like, all right, just keep him on defense right now, and we'll utilize him as we get into conference play. No need to risk injury at this point, but it'll be fun to watch for sure for Wagner.
Ballard's going to hand it off. Thompson.
Ball carrier is number
And he wrestled down by Franklin Sims. So he'll advance it up to about 12.
It's a pretty impressive push by the offensive line there. It didn't look like anything had anything cooking, but next thing you know, they lean forward. It's 5 yards.
Well, midway through this 3rd quarter, Jayhawks 2nd and 6. On the 12, Ballard. He's going to keep it, run left. Trying to get to the edge, and it gets upended. Julio Tatis and Adam Parks, actually number 29, the one who upended him.
A heck of an effort right here. You see, nice and low, upends Cole Ballard. It's good that Cole's foot came out of the turf right there. For a young quarterback, these are crucial reps too, as far as developing players. And, you know, that's Coach Leipold's heart. Get these guys in here, develop them over the years. These are crucial reps.
Bryce Cahoon and Wentz, the receivers, but it's a handoff and a running play. Johnny Thompson, well defended that time. Sam Martin, number 2, coming up again to make the hit for the Seawolves. It'll be 4th down, and Kansas looks like they're going to kick a field goal here. Marjan comes out.
Which even this is good, right? I mean, even getting reps with your field goal unit early on in the season, fine tuning, get some good game reps.
See his career numbers. 27-yard attempt off the left hash, just inside the left hash. He was 1-on-1 with a 47-yarder against Fresno State last week, and this one is true. And ups the Kansas lead to 39-7. So on the drive led by Cole Ballard, Kansas picks up 3. 6:50 to play in the 3rd. At 60 yards, ate up just under 5 minutes. Kansas under 7 to play in the 3rd quarter. Still pretty good amount of football to play here in Lawrence tonight. You got a Kansas team that knows what awaits next week. It's a trip about 3 hours down I-70 to Columbia, Missouri.
That's going to be really fun to watch.
And rekindling a border battle with Mizzou after a long dormancy. That's going to bounce out of bounds without getting to the end zone. So that's push it out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team, number 98. Ball be placed on the 35-yard line. First down, Wagner.
Missouri and Kansas. It's been a while since Kansas has has made a trip to Columbia in 2006. Last time they won in Columbia was 2004, November 20th. Clark Green had a touchdown run. There's a TD pass from Brian Luke, who was 24 for 36 in that game. The Kansas quarterback had a couple of touchdown passes. Kansas led 28-0 and wound up winning it 31-14. That was November 20, 2004. That's the last time Kansas won in Columbia, Missouri. So it's Mizzou up next week. We'll see that game here on ESPN Family and ESPN2. And then conference play. West Virginia gets it rolling. Cincinnati, and then go on the road to UCF. Texas Tech's going to be a great game.
It'd be nice for him to start at home too, right? Start conference at home.
Definitely so. That's Richard Perkins, the freshman out of Brooklyn, New York. Seeing some time here tonight. He's 6 feet tall, listed at only 155 pounds. Made a couple of catches.
Absolutely. Dropped his towel, but it's going to be okay.
By the way, it's the first Mizzou-KU matchup since November of 2011 when Mizzou won at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
The film was nice and grainy, too.
Kamau is stopped. And it'll be 4th down. It's Blake Carroll, number 94. The game for Kansas. Backup defensive tackle from Iowa.
It's just crazy how technology has advanced the game of college football. You know?
Yeah, it's not like 2004. It's like that's centuries ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, what is that? You got leather helmets back then? Like, what's the deal? It's really done a wonder for college football, that's for sure.
Caden Quebec is back this time to receive the punt for Kansas. The first time they haven't had Tate Nagy back there. Rebecca from the 15 immediately hit and dropped.
Heck of a job there, the gunner.
It was Riley Dravitt who brought him down. 46-yard punt, no return. Ballard coming back for Kansas. Ballard took over for Jalen Daniels last possession and about a 10-play, 60-yard drive for Kansas that resulted in a field goal. Kansas begins at their own 15 here with a little over 5 minutes to play, third quarter, in a 39-7 game from Lawrence.
Pretty impressive as a true freshman to come in at slot receiver here.
The give to Harry Stewart III, who cuts upfield. He'll pick up a hard-fought 5+ yards on first down before he's hit by Sear Cornish.
Harry Stewart, thick, right? We talked, Coach Z just loved his center of gravity, his physicality. Kind of reminded him a little bit of Daniel Ishaw. Again, he gets out in the open. He's a 10-9 probably guy, so not only strong and thick, but he can really break runs.
Ballard on the play fake to Stewart, rolling out left. He's going to throw on a high leaping catch. Did he come down in bounds?
What a grab.
No, that's Bryson Canty, who had a catch earlier in the game.
It's a heck of an effort right there. He wasn't able to get his foot down, but boy, it was a high ball. So go up and get it, high point it. Just couldn't get that left toe down.
Canty was first team All Ivy League last year. Had 43 catches, 9 touchdowns for Columbia University. Played 4 years there. Quick strike to the 25. Stumbling enough for the first down and more to the 31-yard line is Leighton Cure.
Okay.
Picks up his first catch with the Jayhawks.
Good job, Leighton.
Been mainly kind of a blocking guy, tight end, and played 3 seasons at Fort Hays State. Did play actually last year with Kansas. Played all 12 games, had 1 start against Colorado. His first catch of this season for Leighton Cure.
Nice little play call too, man. Just a nice little tight end spot route.
Stewart. It's wrapped up there by Sear Cornish. Second down at 6.
chewing some clock, getting some of the twos in, man. Get some nice game film.
Can he
teach film.
Can he win it? Motion throw is going to be to the near side. There was pressure there.
It's 26 there for Wagner. Pretty good job. Cole Ballard forces the errant throw.
Linebacker Cam Haynes came in there to pressure Ballard and force that early throw from Cole Ballard. Kansas 4-7 on third down, 3rd and 6 here.
6.
Going to bring 5 this time. Ballard well protected, has time, throws just kind of a jump ball in the air. It was in the direction of Bryce Cahoon.
It's like they were trying to double move, trying to get Nagy on that little sluggo. Pretty good coverage there. The back for Wagner.
Kansas will punt. 3rd Kansas punt of the game. Burrell back to receive this punt from Addison. The fair catch called for by Burrell at the 24-yard line.
The University of Kansas health system is the official.
Well, we were told by Wagner head coach Thomas Sella we would see the number 2 quarterback Jordan Barton at some point tonight. He's a transfer from Sacramento State. And guess who's coming in here?
There he is. There he is.
6 foot 185-pound redshirt junior. As I mentioned, transfer from Sacramento State. He's from Southern California and Riverside. Our first look at Jordan Barton. Barton's going to hand off, and not much there for Arad as Trey Lathan. It's the tackle for the Jayhawks. As you look at some of the particulars on Jordan Barton. Those 2 games he played last year were for Sacramento State.
Talked to the coaching staff for the Seahawks. They really like him as well. He said great football IQ. Really has a great grasp on the offense. And they feel very comfortable with him as well.
He has been around. He has seen some schools. He's on the run here, and Barton's trying to get to that edge. He's going to be met by Leroy Harris, the 3rd.
See Leroy Harris, as big as he is, he can run. Watch him spin out of this. Tracking down that quarterback. Wow, he is long.
So the helmet came off. So they bring in their 3rd quarterback, Josh Burrito, who's a freshman from Virginia out of IMG Academy in Florida. So all of a sudden now we've seen really all 3 quarterbacks on the roster for Wagner, and he's going to hand off. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Alex Bray on the tackle for the Jayhawks.
Well, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready right there.
The helmet came off of Barton, and he had to come out of play, and all of a sudden Burrito's in the game.
Yeah, you're a play away. Good job coming in and execute. It's not enough.
Joshua Brown's been a busy man tonight punting for Wagner. 9th punt. Keaton Kubeka comes up. He's going to let that bounce inside the 35. That might have hit the Jayhawk defender on the back, and Kubeka did a wise thing. Jacoby Davis, 47 on special teams. And Kubeka's like, yeah, I better cover this up.
That was dangerous right there. That's playing with fire. Good job, Kubeka.
Cole Ballard is going to get a 3rd series here. We do expect to see Isaiah Marshall, the 3rd quarterback for Kansas, at some point. All 3 did see action last week as well against Fresno State, but it looks like Ballard and potentially Marshall will see much more time than they did last week.
Yeah, which is good. Again, I mean, it's almost acts as kind of like a preseason game. Tune up, get some of your 2s, 3s in the game, under the lights, feel more comfortable. Gain that experience. It's so crucial.
Makes the handoff to Johnny Thompson. He's going to look deep and find his man at the 45 of Wagner. Canty, Bryson Canty, 27-yard pickup.
That ball just came flying off that hand too. I mean, nice little play action, little throwback, tight spiral, exactly where you want it. It's kind of like Canty, good route, good separation right there. That's what you want from your receivers, right? And anytime you're dropping back as a quarterback, it's all about the separation. Nice little move, good delivery.
What an empty. Now a couple bounce back there with Ballard. He'll hand the football off. Johnny Thompson rambles just a couple yards shy of the first down to the 32.
Third quarter.
The shafts wheat. That's what they need to. Right here with Cole Ballard, second and short, maybe take a shot downfield, try to get to the wheat.
As we start the fourth quarter, Ballard's going to keep it himself, and he's off running, and we'll get down to around the 20-yard line. A first down gallop. Ballard, of course, from a football family. Dad Chris is the Indianapolis Colts general manager, has been their GM since 2017, but was on Andy Reid's staff in Kansas City prior to that. His dad played wide receiver at Wisconsin.
Talked to offensive coordinator Jim Zabrowski, and he said he really likes, because of that, just the football acumen and just the hard-nosed kid.
Going to run again.
He's not afraid to put his shoulder down either, knock some helmets off. Boy,
and another first down run. Cole Ballard just straight ahead.
We're talking to the offensive staff. They said, hey, sometimes maybe make someone move. Make a move on someone. Not right there. I'm just going to go right through him. There he is, Coach Z. What a fantastic conversation we had. Jim Zabrowski, and just to hear his, just how he got here, and so many years of dedication and relationship building, and here he is today. He's having an absolute blast in his new role.
Thompson tripped up after a yard or two. Kansas 27 first downs now in the game. In the red zone once again, where they're 5 of 6. One time they did not score was the interception in the end zone by Wagner's Jaden Brown.
Sean Hannigan back in the game. I'm impressed by their tight end room too. I mean, they've been able to spread the wealth to their tight ends this evening as well. Talked about real selfless group. Guys got each other's back, both in the receivers room and the tight ends room.
Cahoon's got man-on-man coverage up top, but that's who wants to run again. Ballard to the edge. It took a massive hit. Brendan Leal. But Ballard just pops right back up, running back to get things going for playing the next play.
Kid is tough as nails. I mean, he turns the corner. First of all, he's got the speed to turn the corner, but just gets absolutely tattooed. Pops right back up. Said, all right, no problem. It's a heck of a hit.
Brendan Leal's 6 feet tall, 215 pounds. He had a head of steam going as well.
Brendan, my goodness.
Jayhawks 4 of 8 on third down. Third and goal from the 3. It's Cure in motion. Ballard and a handoff this time. And carry straight ahead. And Thompson a yard or so.
Fourth down, you go for it right here. I mean, get another offensive snap. I'm guessing. Why not? I mean,
well, the Jayhawks going for it on fourth down for the first time in this game. 2 of 3 on fourth down attempts last week against Fresno State.
Some type of run pass option here.
There's Thompson. Lost the football in the end zone, and it's recovered by Wagner.
It's a touchback.
He was close to the goal line. And again, it was 4th and goal, so he had to get into the end zone or turn it over on downs, and instead it's just a flat-out turnover.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense in the end zone for a touchback. Be first down, Wagner at the 20-yard line.
These are the type of plays that Coach Masella is going to really celebrate. You know, no matter how bad you're down, the effort level, and that's what he talked about, man. Like, hey, what can we control? The effort level, not quite sure. His knee might have been down when he extended across the goal line there. Oh, it's close. You see him right here. It looked like his knee was down, then he reached out for that goal line, and then kind of the ball kind of squirted out of his hands.
That's Leipold has two of the
Really
officials
close.
over there, line judge and field judge. I thought maybe he was saying something about, but when it's 39-7, if this were Mizzou next week and it's a one-score game,
totally different deal.
First and 10, Wagner at the 20.
The Seawolves take over on the 20. Got Barton back in at quarterback after he came in for his first series of the game last time. Uriah Motes Maynard in as a running back now. Carry there.
Actually a really good carry too. He had first contact, shook him off, picked up another 3 yards.
Wagner going down on the depth chart as well here in the fourth quarter in Lawrence. Dye on the tackle.
Looks like he just slipped right there. Set up a nice little cutback.
Freshman Uriah Motes Maynard getting a couple of carries there. 28.
Down and 5 at the 25.
You see the tight end get involved in the passing game here this evening.
They hand it off, and just a yard or so.
Walker, number 27,
David Lonergan off the bench, a senior running back. His first chance to get in tonight.
Yeah, it's good too. I mean, for Coach Masella, there's something about some of these other guys, you know, the 2s, 3s, sometimes even the 4s, practice squad guys. They're grinding too, and they're in the same heat, same off-season weight program. You get some of these kids in here, get some reps on the road, a beautiful place like Kansas. I like it.
They're going to have a different punter.
Delay games, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Fourth time they've had a delayed game. Vincent Musillo is going to punt for the first time. By the way, Josh Brown, their main punter, had 9 punts tonight for 396 yards.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is electric.
I know who's going to lead the Northeast Conference in punting yardage this year.
Wow.
Musillo booms one.
Nice one too.
Taken at the 32-yard line. Quebeca hit at the 45 and able to keep the legs moving all the way up to midfield and give Kansas excellent starting position. With 9:36 to go, timeout in Lawrence. Kansas up 39-7.
competition in the classroom and in the community. Invest in your Jayhawks today. Crimson and Blue Tuesdays are back at the KU Bookstore. Score 20% off on apparel and gifts each Tuesday at KU Bookstore locations or KUBookstore.com. Rock chalk. And now it's time for the Ameritrust Money Seat. Fans stand up and cheer to win a prepaid card from Ameritrust Credit Union.
Kansas will employ their third different quarterback of the game as Isaiah Marshall, a redshirt freshman from Michigan, will come in. Came in for the last series for Kansas against Fresno State. Had that 13-yard burst that was stopped at the 1-yard line of Fresno State, and then he took a couple of knees to end the game. Didn't play at all last year as a true freshman for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, once again, I mean, the quarterback room is solid here at KU. Got a true freshman as well upcoming. And Coach Z loves this group of quarterbacks.
Marshall immediately looking to throw on first down. It connects. It's Nagy. Tate Nagy with the grab. Pick up 12 yards.
Okay.
And on Marshall's first throw, a first down.
Nice little hitch from the slot. A little delay move by Tate. Son of Matt Nagy, who had the chance of catching some balls way back in the day, Mark, in the AFL. Nagy could slang it too, man. And it's great to see his boy getting after it here this evening.
Mitchell Marshall didn't play at all last year. Did not throw the ball last week, so that's his first pass completion with the Jayhawks. And there's number 2. It's going to go for a gain of about 8.
Love it. It's a perfect ball too. Nice little out cut there.
Mark Moeller, number 80, is into the game for Kansas.
I bet he is. He's got a beautiful mustache too. I'll tell you what, he can run an out cut and grow a stash. What a legend.
Moeller, redshirt senior out of Bishop Miege High School, not far from here, Kansas City's suburbs. And to hand it off, there is flags flying. Carry for Harry Stewart.
It's like a false start for KU. Bring back a little bit.
Illegal formation. Offense. More than 4 players lined up in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
We've got to have 7 on the line.
Sure enough do.
4th Kansas penalty tonight.
It's part of it, right? You get into the 3s and 4s. Maybe not as many reps. As a young quarterback, that was one of the things that we were always, it was drilled in us, like making sure you got enough guys in the line of scrimmage. Here we go. A little bit better this time.
Marshall's going to keep it this time, and he's got some blocking to the sideline. 20-15. Got the Jets going there. Took it into another gear. They're going to say stepped out at the 19-yard line.
I mean, that's exactly what you want. Nice little pull of that little burst. Two-way quarterbacks, man. They can run, they can throw.
And Jaden Ham is a lead blocker at tight end. 16-yard run for Isaiah Marshall.
It's nice to have a guy like Jalen Daniels as 6th-year senior in your quarterback room you can learn from and get encouraged by.
So hands it off this time to Stewart. He will drive inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. We are coming up on the 7-minute mark left here in the 4th quarter from Lawrence. Kansas 39-7.
Good little delay move right there. It's one thing I've noticed about these running backs for KU. Coached well, and you can see their patience. Not so quick to be able to get in the line of scrimmage. Patient, find their little crease, make a move, and get north and south.
Ooh, low snap. Marshall unable to handle it initially, but is able to recover to pick it up and runs with it. And he's going to pretty much get the first down. So what was a busted play and a potential turnover picks up a few yards.
What on earth was that? I mean, that was, he didn't hesitate at all. Didn't panic, picked it up and just went wild. Made a nice little move. You're right, he darn near picked up the first down. Low snap.
We get you another look at that. Marcus and Marshall discussing the yellow flag
False
came
start.
out.
Offense, number 57. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
A little conversation with your offensive lineman. Sure we're on the same page.
Brings it back to a 3rd down and 8 for the Jayhawks as we're under 6 minutes to go. Marshall, plenty of time. Looking.
Oh my. Are you
Still going. And gets cut down. Nice open field tackle there.
It sure was.
Number 38. Joseph Mahoney, a sophomore DB from Florida, off the bench, making the nice tackle for Wagner. Maybe a touchdown saving tackle.
That sure enough was. I mean, this is all athletic ability right here. I mean, this is backyard football. You're right. That saved a touchdown probably right there. It's a good feeling as backup DB getting in. Big play.
Jayhawks 0 for 1 on 4th down. Going forward on 4th and 2 inside the game's final 5 minutes. Marshall fires and complete. He had 2 receivers in the vicinity. One was the back, Stewart, and Nagy was the other. And Nagy has the first down. 1st and goal, KU.
Yeah, looks to the left, rolls to the right, and you're right. He's got 2 receivers. Great job by Nagy securing the catch, get both feet down. Big 4th down pickup. Nagy's got a lot of work this evening. Punt returns.
Yeah. Done a lot of different things, hasn't he?
Sure enough has. He's a true freshman.
Marshall gives it to Stewart. Harry lunging, but will be a little short. They'll mark him down about the 1.
It's a really good drive here by KU. They're 2s and 3s. Follows his lead blocker right there. Look, there might have been a little face mask. Let it go. Down to the 1.
Gonna give it back to Stewart. Can he get in? He does. First career touchdown at Kansas for Harry Stewart III.
That's just a great feeling. Get in. Little backup here. Look at that right there, too. The running back room, we got Daniel Highshaw Jr. supporting his guys. And you're in the room together every single day, grinding through training camp, off-season workouts. These type of moments right here. And get to celebrate with the upperclassmen. Just got to love it.
It's the second Jayhawk to pick up their first career touchdown in this game. Emmanuel Henderson the other, and he has 2 tonight. And none at Alabama. He's got 2 tonight for Kansas, and now the first ever for Harry Stewart.
A little help from his friend there. 76. All the grind, all the sweat, all the tears. 2-a-days, all the chaos. And pays off here this evening, late in the game. And Daniel Highshaw celebrating with him.
Always remember your firsts.
Well, it's the love of the game, too. Right?
Kansas. You
You always remember your first, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Like, let me ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot. Your first catch in the NFL as a wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, you caught from which quarterback?
No, and you know what I'll tell you? First thing was I came in for Dan Marino.
Oh,
and that was my very first play against the Colts. I'm coming in, I'm running option. And I'll never forget that. I have a freeze frame in my mind. And Dan didn't even want to go out of the field. So he stayed, literally, he would not go off the field. They didn't call it, of course. It's Dan. And they showed it on SportsCenter. That was a great time. I'll never forget that, for sure. I was just the scrub that if they got taken out of the game, they're fine on 3rd and 1, right?
Doxson in for Marino. That means we need to take another timeout with 3:40 to play.
It's time for another edition.
Including next Saturday at Mizzou, 2:30 Central Time on ESPN2 for the Border Showdown.
Can't wait for that game.
That's must watch.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. Gordon Barton, quarterback hands off. Lonergan with the carry. By the way, Wagner, they go to Georgetown next weekend. Another game that's on ESPN Plus. By the way, Seahawks fans, 4 of the first 5 games, including this one, played by Wagner, are on here on ESPN Plus. The Georgetown game, they're at Central Michigan on ESPN Plus on September 20 as well. Got a look there at Tom Masella, the head coach.
Great guy. Golly. It was fun hanging with him after the walkthrough.
Well, fun to chat with him yesterday. No Crawley carry there. You know, Wagner and Tom Masella, last year they played Florida Atlantic and UMass, the FBS teams. In 2023 they went to Navy and Rutgers. This year it's at Kansas and at Central Michigan. He always has a couple of games that are non-FCS foes.
It was fun hanging with him, and wish him definitely the best this season as he competes in this conference.
And the third down only gets about a yard. It's going to be 4th and 2. And there are 2 minutes to play. We come to the 2-minute timeout.
The 2-minute timeout.
4th and 2 for Wagner. Going to go forward or punt? Find out when we come back. Connecticut State. Patriot League Coach of the Year with Fordham back in 07. DC at UMass. He's had an interesting career. And had a fun time just catching up with him yesterday.
It's cool talking to him too, because he talked about his young staff. You know, keeps him young. He's got all these guys, 25, 30-year-old offensive coordinator, just turned 30.
And as you saw, they elected to punt after reconsidering. And Kubeta takes the punt at the 25, and we'll see who's going to take a knee. You know, we talked about a lot of things with Tom Masella yesterday. You know, one of those things was kind of like, you know, how much longer are you going to do it? He's like, you know, I don't know. Could be a year, could be a couple, could be, you know, who knows? We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Feel good.
I mean, he's just a guy that just loves the game, and loves his players.
Loves teaching.
Yeah, loves teaching it. You know, that's part of it, right? You got a young staff. Keeps you young. Keeps you on your toes.
Justin Thurman, a true freshman is going to get his first collegiate carry. And here's the freshman busting loose across midfield. It's a foot race. And he's pushed out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Freddie Camp, number 5, was the only one that kept a true freshman from running for a long touchdown on his first collegiate carry.
Not a bad way to say hello to college football, huh? If he wouldn't have been standing.
Offense. Number 81.
No.
10-yard penalty.
Holding call.
It's coming back. Oh, a bummer for Justin Thurman.
I was about to say, he hadn't been standing around all game, got his hammies loose, he might have been able to take that to the house.
Had it stood, it would have been a 58-yard run.
Oh my. That's tough.
All right.
Now he's loose, though. Now he's loose.
All right, you got a minute 45 left. You give the freshman, like, you know what, put it in his belly one more time and see what happens here.
See what happens. Hammies are loose. The quad's going. Give me another shot.
Yes.
Okay.
Thurman.
Oh.
Nice little burst. Up to just shy of the 39-yard line. All right. So officially, I don't see any yellow flags. So the first carry is now under his belt. So this one here counted.
This one for sure counted. Boy, just nice little move right there. Good vision, quick.
Give another one.
Maybe
Running
another
right.
one. Okay.
It's for 9 yards right there as we come up on the 1 minute mark remaining here in this one from Lawrence.
He might have fell on the ball right there at the end.
Good way to knock the wind out.
Yeah. Put some dirt on it. Stay in the game. Oh,
no, coming
take him out now.
And now they're going to bring in the other freshman, John Kelly. See if he's going to get his first collegiate carry. He's a true freshman. You bet. Get the other true freshman a carry, and he's got a first down and more to the 44-yard line. So they take care of a little business with their true freshmen, a chance to give them their first collegiate carries. And now Kansas doesn't even have to snap it. And Lance Leipold's already walking out. That's going to be the last play of the game.
Well played, though. Get the young running backs in. Nice little touch. A little love for all their hard work during camp.
And Kansas is 2-0 before it even turns to September. You don't get that opportunity very often in college football, just through a little quirk of the schedule.
Very rare.
That's the end of the ball game.
46-7. Kansas wins it over Wagner. A big picture impression after